let's see here. Okay, sounds good. All right. Hey, everybody. It's great to be back. Let's see here. Where was I? I was working on getting my corners to work right. I was getting the new points being put in, so that way they would be able to. I could draw the stairs in with thickness. So I was trying to remember. I was trying to figure out how I was going to get the points to go into the right positions. And I realized that I need to worry about it going this way on these stairs and this way on these stairs. So I realized that if I did the cross product of the lines that are connected to these half edges, I could figure out which direction things are going. So, like if I do, let's see, where am I? I need to get my. There's one thing I need to do. I need to get my Twitch up on my phone so that way I can see the chat. All right. That is not what I was looking for. How do I do that again? All right, there we go. Now I've got what I need up. Okay, so as I was saying, if I take, see here, if the next point is -1, hedge net, current hedge goes, okay. So this is the last point. This is what I'm doing here. This is the first point. So now I need to do the other points. You know what? I think I can do this and have it still work. Yeah, I can do an else if. Okay, so basically, if it's not the last point, and it's not the first point, do this. So I need the So if I did the dot product, see, because I need to catch these lines. I need to catch the lines around here too. So let's do cross. So I have the source point is the current point. So I need to do and I need the subtraction. So I need to do Oh, actually, I just need to do percent G. And now I need this. I need the cross of... Okay, so I'm not getting the... I got the points. I'm not getting the positions, though. So I need to grab the positions of each one. So... Vector... previous point position... current point position, and alright, let's get to defining. Alright, so that's point, it's 0, coming out on 0, it's going to be P next PT, and then this is 0 P source point, and then this is that's next PT. This is previous. And it really helps if I actually use the right ones, right? So there we go. All right. So let me go ahead and just get paranoid and check that. Wonder if I can get... I'm supposed to have the stream thing on here. Let me see here. Stream Labs. Did I ever get that actually set up right? Streamlabs deck. Okay, well, I will have to... I'll just set that up off stream. Okay. Oh, I was pulling them in here. So yeah, no, we're just gonna delete that off because I'm doing it here. So, okay, so this is going to be minus previous point. Okay, so this is next PTP minus, okay. So now I need to print this out. I need %G cross alright, so if I just do that, it does not like it because I did not close that parenthesis. There we go. Alright, N. Alright, so alright, so what I'm basically going to be getting at is positive. See, that's... Oh, I was hoping that the winding would work right. Because I'm in YZ, so the X is the one that's going in and out. I was going to check it with the sign. Because this sign means it's going up like that. 0 means it's straight, so that's easy enough to do. I just have to check the dot x and see if it's 0. Otherwise, it's nothing. Okay, so and then this this angle is going negative. So if I come up here, actually, you know what? I want to do another thing with this. I want percent d. All right, and then this is going to be all right, so source point. I want to make sure I see which points are which, what I'm working with. So for okay, clear, I want to just there we go. All right, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, so I need to check for these 23 and 25. Yeah, see, it flips over here. So 24 is just a little bit off of straight, which is weird because it should be perfect, but that's 0 essentially. Okay, so then this is that corner. 25. So this is negative, positive, 0, positive, negative. Okay, well that's not going to do it for me. Oh. How annoying. Question is, am I getting it right? Alright. So, I mean, the zeros are great. That's exactly what I need. But I was really going to use that negative positive. Alright. Okay, so I need another way of detecting which way this is winding. Okay, so if I were to look back and forward and draw a line between these 2 points, then this one is going to be looking back and forward and drawing this line. So, okay, that might be workable. That might be workable. So if I did, let's try this. Instead of doing these, let's do the test vector is going to be minus previous point. Okay, and then I want to see the I want to see the actually I want the normalization of this. Okay, so I want that normalized, and I want it's gonna be test 1, test 2 equals normalize of, well, let me see here. So if I'm doing that line and I check that, and then I'm doing that line and checking that. So it's here, there. I really always want to check the horizontals. So, well, I could select which one I'm using because it's always going to be one or the, well, no, because these middle points throw it off. I was thinking if I could just use it, if I just use the modulo, I could do that, but I need it to be more dynamic than that. Because if I do, I mean, okay, so if I just, alright, I can do the next. Let's do the next. Alright, so the current point minus the next point. Okay, so I don't want the cross on this. I want the dot of alright, let's see, what does that give me? Alright. Let's look at this peak again, because I need 22, 23, 20. And the negative ones are great. That's exactly what I was looking for that. I can use that. I mean, there's a lot of ways to detect the straights. It's the turn that I'm needing to detect. Alright, 22. Negative 0.83. 23. Negative 0.84. Or 0.55. Negative 1. Negative 0.86. Negative point. Okay, that's not giving it to me. Alright. What is the best way of doing this? I could always just remove those middle points. That's one way. I can just remove, if it's negative 1, just remove them, but that doesn't solve my issues. Alright, so if I just did, if I convert this to degrees, let's see what I got. I need to, alright, so now, yeah, see, it's, Oh, this is the cosine of it, so I need the ACOS. Alright, there we go. Alright. That might actually get it for me. Okay. Now the 180s are... I'm surprised that they're just that far off. That's all rounding errors, though. But all the 180s is great. Alright, so let me go ahead. Instead, let's do it the way I was doing it. So I do minus the previous point, and then the minus the current. Alright, and that's reading all 90s, because it is 90 degrees. But it's not giving me the winding. I was hoping I get a negative 90. But I suppose that's too much to ask. So many ways to detect the straight. And I suppose I could rearrange everything using a dihedral. Get everything lined up along the x-axis or whatever, and then move it back. Yeah, that's an option. That is an option. So if I line the so if I were to get a transform, okay, so let's get rid of all this for the moment. And if I did a matrix, can I just do a, no, it's matrix, x-align equals dihedral. Okay, so what this does is it actually creates a rotation matrix that takes it and rotates the that's a matrix 3, isn't it? Matrix 3. Okay, so what it'll do is it'll take and it'll make a matrix that aligns vector A with vector B. So if I do previous point minus current point, that's vector A, and I just do 1, 0, 0. Now I have a matrix that I can multiply all my math by, because now everything is being aligned along the current axis, along if I multiply the points by that number, then, like for this one, this vector will line up along the x-axis. And then for going for this corner, this edge will line up along the x-axis. So now everything is aligned in the same way. Or at least it should be. We're going to find out in a sec. Because I am just not messing around. I want... so if I did... because I'm going to need, for these, I need it to be times the square root of 2. So if I do... I have the stair thickness here. So if I did stair thickness times the square root of 2... okay, so I want to... okay, I need to calculate this. So I'm trying to calculate the position. So, new point position equals, this is going to be 1, because there's going to be another, there's going to be the calculation for the other one, because there's one above the line and one below the line. So now I need so I need current point times x-align let's try it. Times x-align minus set of, now this is along the x-axis, so this is now the x-axis, so I need to subtract it in the x and then add negative oh, what am I doing? Negative stair thickness divided by 2, and then in the y-axis should be so this is going to be a plus. This is going to be a plus. Stair thickness divided by 2, 0. Equals, so let's do a times equals invert of x line, and then let's go ahead and get the oh shit, y. Alright, so now I just need, alright, so this is, what's your problem? Oh, that helps if I actually define that. What's your problem? Undefined, capital P for the second one. It's always the little things, right? So I want to add point to 0 at okay, well that just didn't work right, did it? It looks like it worked right here, other than the fact that this needs to be positive. Okay. So these ones worked right, but these still aren't. See, I would have expected this to have gone here, this to have gone here on the inside. So these are getting put in the same place as this. I really need a good if statement. Now, let's actually get rid of this. So the problem is this is being designed. I'm not actually normalizing the directions, which I should be. So none of them are actually going to end up being right. Like so like if I take this and I put it, that's a 0. No, 0. Oh, numlock's turned off. 0, and then I do this. So now it does put all of these in the right spot, except for this. But the problem is, yeah, see, these are all in the wrong spot. So I got this beautiful, wonderful thing. You know. Well, no. No, the answer is I need to reorient everything. I need to do the reorientation because I can't guarantee that every single line is going to be oriented properly. Like there's nothing stopping me from coming here and like okay, so there's nothing stopping me from coming here and grabbing this curve object that I created and going like this. Or let me oh, come on. Give me the so there's nothing stopping me from coming in here and doing something like that, where it knocks it off. And then now I need to figure out what's going to happen here. Yeah, see? Okay, so as you can see, it does a decent job of aligning the stair pieces, which I think I might leave it doing it that way. But these additional pieces aren't being aligned properly. They're just going up and down. So let's fix that. Alright, so now that I've got that in mind, now comes the interesting part. Because what if it's not straight? Or what if, like, I do a 90-degree bend here? And this is all the stuff that you got to think about when you're developing a tool. Is how are you going to handle these situations? Okay. So that means I do need, at least for this portion, to do these realignments. So, alright, so now I've got, this is setting it up so that's between previous point and current point. So this one, and this one, and then this one, and this one. So that's always along the x-axis. So since that's always along the x-axis, alright, so this is something that's going to be getting redone. That's fine. But I can rotate, I can do, let's see here. Equals, so I need, okay, times x align, and then direction 2 equals, and then I'm going to do the next again. So it's minus times x align. So now, what'd I do? Oh, there is no, okay, yeah, so that doesn't exist yet, so that's fine. Okay, so now, since all of those are along the x-axis, well, this one, if this is along, if this is horizontal, this one's going up this way. But then this one becomes horizontal, and this one is going, so it rotates it that way. So it rotates that way. So if I do the, I'm still running into similar issues. I mean, honestly, I can do, if, here, C1, what is C1 equals, direction 1, direction 2, and then I want to, percent D, percent G, I need C1. No, I don't. I need cur PT and C1. What did I do wrong here? Oh, source PT, not cur. Okay, there we go. And I made that boo-boo again. Always, always, always remember your carriage returns. New lines. Okay, so I want to check. I suppose, let me see here. I'm just gonna do if c1 dot x. Okay, so are they all 0? I don't trust that though to stay that way. Okay, so let's go with this. If absolute yeah, because these are actually all 0 too. So I'm checking the z's. But that one's 0. Okay. So I got my y shifting around. You know what? X equals. So yeah, if c1. If the absolute value of c1 dot x is less than, let's do e negative 6. 1e negative 6. So 1/1,000,000th of a unit. c1 dot x equals 0. And this actually should be above, because I'm just going to clean those. I'm going to clean that vector up. Okay, and then let's go ahead and do if c2 dot c1 dot y is less than 1e times equal x align, and let's just say C1 here. So why aren't... Okay, you're not printing it, or are you printing? Just have that... Did I minimize that again? Yeah, it's minimized somewhere. Oh, I hate it when I do that. Alright, so there you are. Alright, so if I want to do this... How many points are in this? 146. 73 unconnected points. So where is my... Oh, they're there. They're all over there. So, why, pray tell, are you being put over there? The dihedral should be... Oh, okay. No, I know what I need to do. I'm going to go ahead, and I have a feeling it's going to be... This is going to be entirely messed up, which is fine. So, space 4. Alright, so if I need to add the point to... there we go. Yeah, alright, so I need... Alright. Okay. But that should be consistent. At least I should be able to make it consistent. Alright, so I want... If the sine of... Okay, so I want this needs to be so if sine of C1 dot y equal 1. Okay, this needs to be here. Alright, so we're going to make a couple of new points. Alright, so... new point 1 equals... I probably should do this in here. Let's go ahead and make a new point 1 equals curve point Okay, so I'm moving this in the X and Y, so plus divided by 2 divided by 2, 0. Let's see what that does, and then this is going to be new point 1, and then this is going to be new point 1. Oh, yeah, no, it's got to be, alright, well that's not... Crack transform, what's that? Depending on value of C returns as translate, rotate, or scales, or shears a component of the transform X form. Alright. I know there's a way to actually create a transform, and I kind of want to get the I want to transform everything to the origin along the x-axis. That's what I'm doing, but I'm only getting the rotation. I'm not getting the translation. But that's fine because I just need to add. See, this is not. What if I get rid of this? Curve point position. Alright. Well, I don't need this at this exact moment, so I'm just going to turn that off. And it is putting points in, they just happen to be coincidental. Like you can see the point numbers there and there. So oh, dot y. Okay, well that got rid of that error, but it's still not doing what I want it to. And that's actually accomplishing the same thing. As I say, my times equal x align, and then I can do an add 0 oh, that's easy enough. I don't need these. I don't need you. I don't need you. That saves me an entire step because they're just 45 degrees off from each other. I mean, they're 180 degrees off, so I just subtracted instead of added. It saves me a whole step. Okay. Now I just need to figure out how to get it to select these. No, is less than 5. Printf, percent D, no, percent G, because I want it to be a string. Don't ask me. Percent G, and I want it to be C1. And where is it? There it is. Okay, so I just need to do my so I know what these are. So it's 1. Let's do 6 instead. Clear. Okay, so it's 1. I got z equals -1. That's these. So this is y equals. It's y equals -1. So if sine c1 dot y equals Well then, that works too. Because now I have something that determines which direction the stairs are going in. And that is all I needed. So now I just need to... Alright, I need to check something. Alright, I need you to be there, and I need you to be... Alright, so you are coming off of that one, right? Yes. So now if I go to... Let's go ahead and ghost everyone else. I want to do that, and I want you to move over this way. Okay, and see now they're aligned with the... Now they're aligned with the stairs, which, for what I'm doing, I kind of want. Because I'm going to be doing a... I want water to flow along them no matter what their orientation. So this is what I want. Now, if you are doing it a different project, a different way, maybe you'd want it to stair step up and then inset and then go back and then up and then inset and like that's doable too, but that's not what I'm aiming to do with this shot. So this is perfect. Yeah, this is exactly what I want it to be. I want them aligned. So if I come to, I don't want the curve object visible. Yeah, so now I have direction of the stairs. Because if I come back to, if I go back here and I say take this and do that with it, yeah, I do that with it. Now if I go to the stairs, yeah, everything's pointing up except for the parts that are pointing down. So that is actually doing what I know. Go here. That's actually giving me the information I want to have about each individual point. Okay. So it'd be between the two. Alright, I think I can get this. Alright, so I want... Alright, this piece might all become bunk, so I'm going to go ahead and comment this out entirely. Because that's probably going away. So now if I do... Okay, so the difference of them... That's great. If I can use, let's see here. Alright. You know what? I want to see these. I want to see each of these vectors in their coordinate space on the points. Because if I can get a thing with them, then it becomes more procedural. Alright, well there's that. Why are you giving me an error? Oh, because I forgot to put the semicolon there. And then here I want to duplicate this, activate you, test 2. Alright, and you need to be a different color. Let's make you blue. Okay, so I'm going to go in here on the top and do it. All right. Okay, what happens if I try this? I'm going to do another dehedral. And I'm going to dehedral test dehedral of test onto 1, 0, 0. All right, what's your damage? What's your issue? Oh, I didn't. There we go. What's your problem? Uninitialized variable, new PT. Oh. Alright, well, we're just going to comment that out for the time being. Okay, well, that explains what that is. Alright, so now I want to test times equal x test and test 2 times equal x line test. Okay. Alright, well that is an issue, isn't it? It definitely got all of them aligned along the x-axis. Hey, poor guy. Oh, I'm just beating my head against vector math. I'm trying to figure out a procedural way to to shift or to decide which side of the, like, how the stair is turning. So that way when I have ones that are coming down, I can do the points on the right sides and the right angles. to when they're going up. And it's to be procedural, it's a lot more intricate of a task than it might seem. So I'm just going through trying to find the right variables, the right vectors to use, the right ways to use them to get it. Because I've got this. So times. And then time. Oh wait, no, I need to put these in parentheses. Alright, so now I've got that. So I know if they're going up and down. I know if they're going up because I've got these vectors. And I know if they're but now I need to figure out how to make it calculate the Yeah, no, I can't do the angle between them because these. I was thinking, okay, if it's acute, it's on the inside. If it's not, it's on the outside because that's obtuse. But then this one's obtuse, and this one's acute, so I can't do that either. I mean, I could check the angles between them and the x-axis. Because when these are being worked on, they're all aligned to the x-axis. So it's I go through and I rotate. I move all the points. I move all the vectors around, all the point positions around. So they're at the origin, around the x-axis, and then like directed each line is directed along the x-axis. So I'm doing math that way. So it's a little bit. It is easier to work with, but it's harder to see. If that makes any sense. So. I mean, let's see here. At t no, if test2 dot y is less than current point position dot y 2 times equal +1. Now it messes everything up, but yeah. Alright, so... because it all needs to be before I convert it back to... it all needs to be before I convert it back. What's bad is everything is identical in the space I'm in, but it's not when I convert it back. And because I'm deleting those points out of here, so I go here and I've got these points. So I can do, so what if I did a mod 3? Could do a mod 3. I am defining it as a 3-point, except for the fact that when okay. Alright, so we're gonna do this. I'm gonna take, all of this, put it here, and get rid of everything that doesn't have to do with removing the points, because I don't want that in there. So you come out. You, let's see here, you all come out. You come out. Alright, so this should be able to go in. This gets removed. And I don't need these variables. I don't need you. Awesome. Okay, so going there removes those points. All right, and everything stays numbered right. So now, okay. And now it's just a mod 2. Because now I've removed all of the flat points. So now it's just a mod 2. Okay. Work smarter, not harder, right, everyone? Alright, which means that I'll take all of that. Because it still needs to be along the... I still need to do the bit where, and I don't need the removal, so you can come out. Okay, so I still need, that should all still be good. I should come here, and yeah, awesome sauce. So okay, so if I did test2 times Wow, how long has that been muted? Oh no. Oh no. How is that? What is my... That's temporary mute. What is my regular mute key? Because I keep hitting it every stream. And I don't know. It's my numpad minus. Oh god, I've been muted for hours. Okay then. Alright. Well, I'm gonna finish this out and avoid using my numpad minus key because I've been muted for forever. Ugh. Okay. And I need to fix that. I need to like reset my my hotkey settings. Alright, well, I'm gonna just go through I think I'm just gonna go through the scene and take notes. I've been taking notes, I've been talking about my notes. Alright, so... Yeah. I think I'm gonna call it for the night, and I think I might actually not upload this stream. No, I'm going to. Alright, let me go through and re-talk about everything that I just talked about. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna try one thing. I need to fix something. So, be right back. Oh, okay, there we go. That works. Alright, now I need to get that working. Why are you not working? Okay. Whatever, that's better than... it's better than I had it. I figured out how to get my stream working, so now I can switch things around. Alright. Okay, perfect. Now at least I won't miss out on that, and I can check my mute and everything a lot easier. So, yeah. Wonderful things, right? Okay. Now I just need to... I wish I could do that. Alright, so... going through, making notes. Alright, so not knowing what has been there, I'm going to have to watch the video back and trim things before I post it to YouTube. Alright. So, I realized that I need to rebuild my stair creation so that it does the same thing that I'm doing down here in the thickness, where I'm rotating I'm adjusting my coordinate space so that everything's along the positive x-axis that I'm working with, and then I can put in the points that I'm needing, so they're above and below. The thing that I'm trying to get right now is this. So I need to get this to be on the other side. So I've got them all on one side, which is great. But I need to make it so that it works. I need to figure out a way to make something work no matter what the orientation of the input lines. And as a matter of fact, I want to make it so I can have a smooth transition in the stairs. So that's going to be interesting, or at least a stair-stepped transition, you know. Uh, so what I've realized is, let me come here. Let me actually get my, put that on the stairs. Okay, so I want to be able to keep a uniform stair height, and I want to make it adjust the length of the stair to keep that uniform stair height. And I'm gonna fudge the first. I'm gonna fudge the first or last stair, depending on the up or down, which is going to be a challenge to figure out. But I'm gonna fudge one of the stairs so that it has a slightly different height to finish off. I'll probably just do the last stair that I do, whatever. But so it'll fudge the height just a little bit to make it so that it fits in the realm, in the range, so that I still keep it on the points. So I still keep my procedural stuff there, but this, instead of adjusting the height there, it'll adjust the width, the length here. The other thing I need it to be capable of doing is if I take it and put it up here, which spectacularly, oh, I was not expecting that to actually be working as well as that right now. So you only care, so it only fails when it goes into the XY plane. As long as it's not in the XY plane, everything is actually already working pretty well. I'm going to still fix the coordinate spacing. Like, that is important. So, yeah. It's important because I need to make it so that it's agnostic. I need it to not care what's going on. I need every single one of these curves to, like, if I do another point, like, let's say let's put another point here, and let's just make it so I can adjust it. Alright, so yeah, so I need it to not care. And I need it to be able to be flexible enough so that I can have a reasonably smooth transition here. Because not subdivide, resample. I don't know what this is going to do if I try doing a resample. So it's trying to put in staircases, a whole lot of staircases in here. I want the longest to be 1. Okay. And then we want it by a polygon edge, so that way it's actually going along those. And let's go ahead and do subdivision. Okay, so in the ideal system, instead of like one staircase, so this is actually doing an okay job with the alignments, I guess. Let's see what it's doing. Let's make the length 2. And to let it be a subdivision. Okay. Alright, so if I come back over into my stairs, okay, so I want that last point to go down. Alright, so So this is being quite interesting. What happens if I do it as interpolating instead? Yeah, I'd rather do an interpolating and have it be one length. Okay. Because that keeps them going through the points that I'm defining on the curve. So, yeah, see, and here, this is really shallow. This is what I'd like to avoid right here, where it looks like it's almost on the line. But, let me home it. To be honest, that is actually doing a lot better than I thought it would. So yeah, I'm going to need to do might try to come up with a dynamic subdivision. So like if I guess if it gets too far out of plane, to be honest, it actually is kind of doing what I want it to already. So maybe I don't need to do that, although let me bring this down. So yeah, it's got some awkwardness. I think that'll be fixed when I do the yeah. Because since I'm playing with gravity, I want this to be alright, well that's let me turn back on the grid so I can see the orientation on all these points. Okay, I'd like that. You know what? This curve object needs to be U. No. Is it control? Okay. Well, I'm just gonna have to do this at the, because I created it way down there. Let's just do this there. Alright, so I want to see okay. So if I grab this one and bring it this way. Alright. So those are all basically along the line. Don't go off center until it starts turning. Okay. And I should have made a copy of this, so alright, let's just get everything back into back to where I wanted it. Alright, get rid of the resample, get rid of this extra point, stop moving everything around. Alright. Okay, back to the problem at hand then. I still needed to figure out which way these points are going. Alright. Yeah. And I want them to always come out at the 45s. That's the other issue that I'm having with this, is I need it to... Okay, come on. Okay, so I need these to always come out at a 45-degree angle. Never anything else. All right. Okay, well, I think I'm going to actually... I think I want to actually start working on number 2 here. So, again, notes. To-dos. Oh, other way. Okay, so... Okay, and then 2, I need these to, okay, so I'm going to have so I decided I'm going to have an attribute coming in that's going to determine per point what's top and what's bottom. It's going to be easier. And then I can actually just check the cross of, like, instead of doing, I love what I did here. I love this that way because it's just going to modify source point above and below. I love that. But I want the vector for above and below the stairs. Like, what's the top of the stairs? What's the bottom of the stairs? I want that vector, and I will just, like, do a dot product with this. And if it's the wrong sign, I'll know it's pointing the opposite direction, and I can just reverse it then. So if it's not pointing to what I've defined, like in the curve, like that's what I'm gonna do is like in this curve object, I'm going to define this is the top, like this is the direction for the top of the stairs, like this is up, this is top. It'll help me with doing the curvatures. So like each one of these points represents what amounts to a landing. So it'll help me with curvatures. I can actually put in landings on those. I might think about that. I don't know. But I'm going to have input attributes that I'm going to be able to overwrite with other variables, with inputs. So that way I can actually define traits in here of the variables. So basically what I'll do is up here I will create the attributes if they don't exist already. So I'll have it come in, I'll have it check. So now I'm going to put a Check for incoming attributes. I need this to be checking for the stair top vector, well, stair up vector. And then I need it to be landing size. So I want to make it so that I can do landings. I want to make it so that around the points for what comes in, I can make a platform. So I want that. I want to be able to control the stair widths, so that way I can have them taper as they go up. I want what else what other features do I want? Let's do a max curvature. Just spitballing, because then I'd be able to make one. I'd be able to adjust my smoothing algorithm to create that. And then I want I'm gonna put an asterisk next to this one because this is a these are maybes. I do want the landing size. I want to be able to have landings on my stairs. So it'll have to adjust the stair counts and stuff based on the landing sizes, as well as because it's going to flatten out sections and make certain staircases steeper. It'll be like super short stairs. And you got little like almost climbing a ladder. No, I'm not making it so that it detects whether it's too steep to be a staircase and needs to be a ladder either. Now I want to do that, but I'm not going to because it doesn't pertain to the scene that I'm wanting to build. So, all right. Okay, what else? What other things would I want to be able to control with attributes coming into it? Let's go with stair height too. Because I might want to adjust that depending on the staircase. Depending on like what point. So, all right. I'm gonna do a maybe on the stair height too. Stair width I definitely want. I definitely want to be able to taper my staircase as it goes up. Okay. So, all right, that's all going in here. I wish I could just like draw an arrow to there. You know what? Actually, I can. No, not that one. There it is. All right, so I'm going to put that there. Okay, so the create stairs, converting it to a fixed coordinate space. And then I am converting the fixed stair dimensions, I'll adjust the count and the run rather than the keeping the count constant. Okay. And this is renumbering the points. Do I need to do anything in here? What do I have for... So this is a bunch of primitives coming in here. And this goes through and renumbers them properly. And it still keeps duplicate points, which means I need that second fuse. Alright, and then that removes this... What? Oh yeah, no, that's right. Remove the center points. So this is all perfectly fine. And then I am dealing with stair thicknesses, which I... Okay, so... And then to do... Alright. And then this is going to be... I need this to do... Compare... See, the stair up vector is going to be a challenge to create. Actually, you know what? I'm going to just do it by them. I'm going to have a setting. I'm going to make it do by max axis. Alright, so... No. Okay. Alright. Okay. Alright, so there's a note there. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a drop-down menu on it so that if it's not defined, it knows what to use. So I'm gonna do like they did on oh, what is it? Polyextrude? Like does they have the spline shape? Or what's another good one? No, like bounding types. Yeah, I'm gonna do stuff like that. So if it's not, it'll define it as like the y-axis. Okay, that's fine. If it were this one that I've got right here, that was the y-axis, and I have it set to y-axis, so y up is always top, then that's fine. But it lets me, gives the flexibility to say, nope, it's got this defined thing, so that way I don't have to define it. And I can say the attribute name on the inside, and I can define that. Alright, so that's fine. I see in my head how to define that. Alright. So this is comparing to... Did I put in... What was I put? Oh, nope, I was in the wrong node. You're done. You don't need anything. You do. Alright. Okay, so... This is gonna be... to determine if... Okay. I'm going to say vertically in quotes because that's going to change depending on lots of things. Like I should be able to make an actual like spiral staircase, but not like the spiral staircase, but actually like a corkscrew. Um, or a Mobius strip. Ooh, that could be interesting to try to pull off. Maybe. I might be able to make a Mobius staircase. Oh, oh, that would be interesting to pull off. All right, well, fun things to do at a later time, right? So I want to fix to 45-degree angles because these need to always be at 45s. It's just the way that stairs work, like the way that the joints will miter together. So that's I want that to be a function of this, uh, which should be easy enough to do. It's just somewhere in here I need to use a normalized length. Um, yeah. Okay, so all right, I think that that is good. Um, hmm. I wish I could actually have it create a secondary output out of the wrangles. You know, I wonder if I could do that. Because I know you can out of the. I mean, I did it on this one. Like I went through on this one, and I have the three outputs here, which are going to correspond to. Um, I really want to rename this. I don't know how to rename it, but I want to rename that one. So this is so I'm gonna have it outputting like this one's gonna be the stair the stair object. Then this one's gonna be my gravity masks, my direction masks for each staircase. And then the third one's gonna be something else. So alright, so now I need, let's do another note. I want to keep with this note keeping. I want to, the end of this stream is just I'm gonna close it off a little early this week, just because with that muting earlier, I lost a lot, and I'm just gonna figure this out. So, all right. So after the stair thickness, I am going to do. Now, do I want to make the? Do I want to actually create the full staircase, or do I want to use copies and skins? I think I'm going to do this fully in Vex. So I need an attribute. Attributes for the stairs. It's going to Okay, so the stair width attribute's gonna be used. Otherwise, use a parameter value. Alright. And then it's going to need to... Okay, this one here. This needs to be to... no, if the attribute's not present. Yeah. And then this is 3. Odds are, odds are I'm going to do these in a different order, but I just need to make sure that I'm tracking everything. Well, that could actually be really pretty. Yeah, I'll play around with things. Now it looks like I'm adding a point out in the middle of nowhere right now. Alright, so I think I'm gonna just leave that as that. Oh, yeah. I want to make this also generate the I want to generate the particle grouping. So I'm going to need to do a okay, well, this is going to get to be an interesting topic. Because I need to figure out if I can... I'm sure there's a way. I know there has to be a way to have it pull in the... like an attribute for... like have DOPS pull in the attribute. So I need to... okay, so this is where I'm gonna have. I need to like. This is a note I need to figure out how to make it so that Dops pulls in a random gravity attribute. I'll probably be asking on forums about that. Alright, well, I think that's a good list of things to figure out. Some of these I may do between streams. So I will definitely post updates if I do. Try to record myself working on them and then just trim them down. Or do a, maybe I'll do like a quick playthrough of it. But I am going to call it a night there. Thanks to everyone who joined. If you were not able to, try to join next week, every Friday night. 5:30 Eastern Time, I get started, and I go until I either hit a massive roadblock or or 10 p.m. So I will see you all next week, and I hope you can join me. All right. Thanks. Bye.